Have you ever dreamed of falling asleep effortlessly every night and waking up feeling not just rested, but truly recharged, ready to take on the world without a trace of grogginess? If that sounds like something you've been chasing, then sit tight, because what I'm about to share with you could completely change how you sleep, and not in the way you might expect. Tonight, we're diving into 7 powerful foods that don't just influence your sleep. They transform it. But before we get into the list, let me set the stage. Picture this: you've turned off the lights. You're physically exhausted, but your brain has other plans. Thoughts keep looping, ideas won't quit, and your eyes are wide open at 2 a.m. Sound familiar? Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, only to wake up hours before dawn, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body betrayed you again. These restless nights do more than steal your energy. Over time, they chip away at your health. Particularly after age 50, sleep disruption becomes a silent epidemic. Why? Because your circadian rhythm, that internal biological clock, starts to shift. The natural signals your body once followed so effortlessly, they begin to dim. But here's the good news: Mother Nature hasn't abandoned you. In fact, nature provides a pharmacy of its own, a set of real, whole foods that gently recalibrate your sleep-wake cycle without side effects, pills, or dependency. The best part: people who begin eating these foods consistently often notice profound changes: smoother nights, calmer minds, and vibrant mornings. Especially if you're currently using sleep aids, this video may offer the natural breakthrough you've been hoping for. So hit that subscribe button and let's unlock your path to deeper sleep, one food at a time. Number 1. The humble banana, nature's nerve calmer. Bananas. You see them everywhere, in lunchboxes, smoothie bowls, or post-workout snacks. But rarely do people associate this simple yellow fruit with better sleep. That's about to change. Because if you're someone who struggles to drift off at night or wakes up frequently, the humble banana might be your most overlooked sleep aid. So what makes bananas such a powerful nighttime ally? It all comes down to 3 essential nutrients: potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6. Each of these nutrients supports your body's sleep mechanisms, and when combined, they form a trifecta of calm. Let's break it down. Potassium. This electrolyte helps regulate fluid balance and muscle contractions. If you suffer from leg cramps or restless leg syndrome, RLS, at night, potassium might be the missing piece. It helps soothe involuntary muscle twitches and relaxes your limbs, preparing your body for stillness. Magnesium, often called the relaxation mineral. Magnesium plays a key role in calming the central nervous system. It suppresses the release of cortisol, the stress hormone that can keep your mind spinning. In several studies, magnesium supplementation has shown significant improvements in sleep onset, duration, and quality. Vitamin B6. This is the unsung hero in the banana's sleep-promoting arsenal. B6 is required for the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin, the neurotransmitter that stabilizes mood and promotes feelings of well-being. Serotonin, in turn, is converted into melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. So when you eat a banana in the evening, you're not just getting a quick snack. You're fueling your body with the raw materials it needs to transition naturally into rest mode. But this isn't just theory. Real people have experienced real results. Meet Rosa, a 65-year-old retired nurse from Alberta, Canada. For years, Rosa struggled with nighttime muscle twitching and light sleep. She was skeptical of medications and wanted a natural remedy. One evening, after reading about the sleep benefits of bananas, she decided to try something different. She ate a ripe banana, speckled with brown spots, about an hour before bed. She paired it with a cup of warm oat milk. Within days, she noticed that her nighttime twitches were disappearing. 2 weeks later, she was sleeping through the night, something she hadn't done in over a decade. "I used to wake up 4 or 5 times a night," Rosa shared. "Now, I get 7 hours of deep, unbroken sleep. It's incredible what one banana a day can do." Want to level up this trick? Try making a banana oat bedtime pudding. Mash 1 ripe banana, Warm half a cup of oat milk, add a pinch of cinnamon, and stir together until it forms a soft, creamy blend. The oats add extra magnesium and slow-digesting carbs, which stabilize your blood sugar and further enhance relaxation. Cinnamon adds a warming effect that helps signal bedtime. And here's a lesser-known trick. Try using slightly green bananas. These contain resistant starch, a type of prebiotic fiber that feeds your gut microbiome. Why does that matter? Because your gut produces over 90% of the body's serotonin. A healthier gut equals a better mood, improved melatonin regulation, and, you guessed it, deeper sleep. Of course, this doesn't mean bananas are a magic bullet, but when incorporated consistently into your evening routine, they can gently reset your nervous system and retrain your sleep cycle, all without pills or side effects. Whether you eat them whole, blend them into a smoothie, or mash them into a pudding, bananas may just become the most comforting part of your nightly wind down. Before we continue, a dangerous sleep saboteur. Let's pause. Before we dive into more sleep-supportive foods, we need to address an innocent-looking habit that might be quietly ruining your sleep. Drinking decaf coffee at night. Yes, decaf. Most people assume it's safe. But here's the truth. Decaf isn't caffeine-free. Depending on the processing method, it can retain 3% to 10% of the original caffeine content, enough to disrupt sleep for sensitive individuals. But it gets worse. Some decaf methods use solvents like methylene chloride, a chemical known to interfere with neurotransmitter function. Even if the caffeine content is minimal, the ritual of drinking coffee, its aroma, warmth, and familiar taste, may subconsciously activate your alert system. Your brain associates it with stimulation, not sedation. So even when everything else is right, no screens, soft lighting, meditation, that nightly cup of decaf might be undermining your progress. Swap it out with a natural herbal tea. Later in the video, I'll show you a powerful chamomile-based infusion that works wonders, even for chronic insomniacs. Number 2. Almonds, the silent sleep shield. Almonds may be small, but when it comes to promoting restful sleep, they pack a mighty punch. If you're over 60 and find yourself staring at the ceiling night after night, or waking up exhausted despite going to bed early, this quiet, crunchy nut might be the hidden hero your sleep routine is missing. Here's why. Almonds are rich in magnesium, high in melatonin, and loaded with healthy fats and protein that keep your blood sugar stable through the night. These three features make them an ideal pre-bed snack, especially for older adults whose natural melatonin levels and magnesium reserves tend to decline with age. Let's take a closer look. Magnesium. As we age, magnesium deficiency becomes more common, especially among those taking diuretics, blood pressure meds, or those with diabetes. Magnesium promotes relaxation by binding to GABA receptors in the brain. GABA is a neurotransmitter that slows brain activity, helping you unwind and drift into sleep. Just 10 to 12 almonds provide around 75 to 90 milligrams of magnesium, nearly 20% of your daily needs. Melatonin. Almonds naturally contain melatonin, your body's built-in sleep hormone. While the melatonin content may not be sky-high, its presence, combined with magnesium and tryptophan, makes almonds a gentle, food-based way to encourage melatonin production without needing supplements. Stable blood sugar. Ever wake up at 2 o'clock or 3 a.m. feeling anxious or hungry? It could be a blood sugar dip. Almonds' combination of protein, healthy fat, and fiber helps regulate blood sugar through the night, reducing those frustrating wake-ups and nighttime hunger pangs. But don't just take it from science. Listen to David, a 72-year-old retired truck driver from Michigan. David was prescribed sleep medications for over 10 years, but hated the groggy feeling they left behind each morning. One night, after watching a health video, he started eating a small handful of almonds, about 8 to 10, 30 minutes before bed. I didn't think anything would change, David admits. But after 3 nights, I noticed I wasn't waking up 4 times a night anymore. I felt calmer, more still. I actually started dreaming again, which I hadn't done in years. Since then, almonds have become his nightly ritual. I keep a small jar by my recliner, he laughs. My wife calls them my bedtime bullets. Important tip: always go for unsalted, dry roasted, or raw almonds. Salted varieties may contain sodium that can raise blood pressure or increase nighttime urination. Not exactly sleep-friendly. Number 3. Oatmeal, the underrated sleep elixir. When most people think of oatmeal, they picture breakfast. But for seniors who struggle with restless nights, oatmeal may actually be one of the best foods to eat before bed. A true underrated sleep elixir. Let's break down the science first. Oatmeal is a complex carbohydrate that triggers the release of serotonin, a brain chemical that promotes relaxation and serves as a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. When you consume oatmeal in the evening, it helps raise your natural melatonin levels, especially important for people over 60, whose melatonin production drops significantly with age. But that's not all. Oats are also rich in magnesium, known for its muscle-relaxing and stress-reducing effects. Calcium helps the brain use tryptophan to produce melatonin. Vitamin B6, essential for converting tryptophan into serotonin. One serving of oatmeal, about half a cup dry oats, offers a balanced mix of these nutrients, which work together to quiet the nervous system, relax tight muscles, and promote drowsiness. And here's something most people don't realize. A warm bowl of oatmeal can mimic the calming effect of warm milk or tea, especially when topped with sleep-friendly ingredients like bananas, flax seeds, almonds, or cherries, all of which boost melatonin or magnesium. The warmth also slightly raises your body temperature, triggering a drop as you fall asleep, a key circadian signal for deep rest. Meet Susan, a 68-year-old retired schoolteacher from Nova Scotia. For years, she had trouble falling asleep after her nightly news routine, feeling anxious and jittery. Her doctor recommended cutting caffeine after 2 p.m., but that didn't fully solve the issue. Then she came across a nutritionist on YouTube who suggested eating a small bowl of oatmeal in the evening. At first I laughed, Susan says. Oatmeal at night? Isn't that a breakfast food? But she gave it a try, mixing oats with almond milk, a few chopped walnuts, and cinnamon around 8 p.m. The change was almost instant. I felt warm, safe, and calm. I fell asleep faster, and didn't wake up with that tight, clenched chest like I used to. Now, Susan's evening oatmeal is her nightly hug in a bowl. So next time you find yourself tossing and turning, skip the cookies or nighttime cereal and try a warm bowl of sleep-smart oatmeal. It may just be the comforting, brain-calming ritual your body needs to wind down, especially in your golden years. Number 4. Chamomile tea, nature's liquid tranquilizer. Chamomile tea isn't just a cozy bedtime ritual. It's a scientifically supported natural sleep aid, especially powerful for seniors who want to avoid sleep medications and their side effects. Chamomile is often called nature's tranquilizer, and that's not an exaggeration. This gentle herbal tea contains a powerful antioxidant called apigenin, a flavonoid that binds to specific receptors in your brain, producing a mild sedative effect. Here's what the science says. A 2016 randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Advanced Nursing studied 60 elderly individuals with chronic sleep issues. Those who took chamomile extract twice daily for 28 days experienced significantly better sleep quality and reduced sleep latency, time taken to fall asleep, compared to the placebo group. Another study in phytomedicine found that chamomile not only improved sleep in postpartum women, but also reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety, which often interfere with restful sleep. Why does this matter for people over 60? As we age, our ability to regulate stress hormones and melatonin naturally declines. At the same time, common conditions like arthritis, urinary issues, or medication side effects can disturb nighttime rest. Chamomile steps in as a non-addictive, gentle remedy that soothes the nervous system, eases tension, and relaxes muscles without grogginess the next morning. Take the story of Harold, a 73-year-old retiree from Boise, Idaho. After a heart scare, Harold had trouble falling asleep. He He didn't want to rely on sleeping pills due to concerns about dependency and side effects like dizziness and falls. His daughter suggested chamomile tea. At first, I thought it was just a hippie thing, Harold jokes. But he started drinking a cup an hour before bed, pairing it with a light stretching routine. Within a week, I was falling asleep faster. It's not a knockout, it's more like a gentle push into sleep. Now Harold considers his chamomile routine part of his sleep hygiene, as important as brushing my teeth. Number 5. Kiwi, the tropical sleep titan. It's tangy, it's green, it's fuzzy, and it just might be the most underrated sleep enhancer out there. Scientific studies in New Zealand, the kiwi's homeland, revealed that people who ate 1 to 2 kiwis before bed experienced significantly better sleep quality and duration. The secret lies in its high serotonin content, a critical precursor to melatonin, and its antioxidants, including vitamin C and E, which battle stress-induced free radicals in the brain. And yes, the skin is edible. If you gently brush off the fuzz, eating kiwi skin provides more fiber and nutrients, which benefits gut health, a hidden pillar of quality sleep. Bedtime tip: combine 1 kiwi with half a banana and a splash of oat milk for a creamy, calming nighttime smoothie. Number 6. Tart cherry juice, a natural melatonin booster. Tart cherry juice may look like a simple fruit drink, but for seniors battling sleepless nights, it can be a game changer. Why? Because it's one of the very few natural sources of melatonin, the sleep hormone your body needs to regulate its circadian rhythm. As we age, our natural melatonin production drops, often causing difficulty falling and staying asleep. Tart cherries, particularly Montmorency cherries, are unique in that they not only contain melatonin, but also tryptophan and anthocyanins, compounds that reduce inflammation and help extend sleep duration. Scientific studies back it up. A 2012 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition showed that adults who drank 30 milliliters of tart cherry juice concentrate twice daily slept 1.25 hours longer on average than those given a placebo. Another 2014 study in the FACEB journal concluded that tart cherry juice significantly improved sleep efficiency in older adults with insomnia and increased total sleep time compared to a control group. This is especially meaningful for seniors because poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired. It's linked to cognitive decline, falls, and weakened immunity. Number 7. Sauerkraut, the fermented friend. Fermented cabbage? You bet. Sauerkraut contains probiotics, live bacteria that support gut health. And remember, a thriving gut helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, both essential for sleep. But sauerkraut must be handled wisely. Eat it wrong, and it can backfire. Avoid pairing it with red meats, chocolate, or wine. Limit your portion to 2 to 3 tablespoons. Eat it 2+ hours before bed, ideally with a healthy carbohydrate like brown rice or oats. And watch for warning signs like skin flushing, body heat, or strange headaches. These may indicate a histamine intolerance, which some people experience with fermented foods. Want to try making your own? Shred raw cabbage, massage it with sea salt, and let it ferment in a glass jar for a week. It's easier than you think, and the result is packed with living enzymes. Number 8. Pumpkin seeds, the mineral-rich sleep builder. You might have tossed these aside during Halloween or ignored them in trail mix, but pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are one of the most underrated natural sleep boosters around. Why? Because they're densely packed with magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan, a sleep-promoting trifecta. Let's break it down. Tryptophan is the amino acid your body uses to make serotonin, which your pineal gland then converts into melatonin. Magnesium helps calm your muscles and brain, preventing nighttime cramps or restless tossing. And zinc enhances the effectiveness of both magnesium and melatonin, improving sleep quality, not just quantity. In fact, studies have shown that when zinc is combined with magnesium and melatonin, people fall asleep faster and experience deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. How should you take them? Roast about 1 to 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds with a touch of sea salt. Eat them as an evening snack. but at least an hour before bed so your digestion doesn't interfere with your rest. Even better, blend them into a nut butter with almond milk, banana, and cinnamon for a high-mineral bedtime smoothie. Bonus, they're rich in omega-3s, which help reduce nighttime inflammation and support cognitive health, especially important for older adults concerned about memory and mental clarity. There you have it. Not supplements, not pills, not tricks. Just real, whole foods with the power to train your body how to sleep again. If this video gave you new insight, tap that like button so YouTube knows this content matters. Leave a comment below telling us which of these foods you'll try tonight, or share your own natural sleep remedies. Your story could help someone else find rest, too. Until then, stay rested, stay nourished, and stay well. Good night.